Is your bench press stuck at the same weight no matter how hard you train? The problem probably isn't your strength. It's likely something else. And in this video, I'll reveal the simple changes you can actually make to finally break through your plateau. Yo, what is up everybody? My name's Cyrese. I'm a natural lifter. I've been lifting for 15 years now, and I've also been researching this topic for over a decade. That's everything from training, nutrition, diet, recovery, optimization, sleep, mindset, lifestyle habits, and everything else in between when it comes to success as a natural lifter. Now I take all that experience and everything I've learned over the years, and I teach skinny and natty guys under 30 how to build drug-free muscle with just 2 workouts per week. But in this video, I want to talk about why your bench press isn't growing, and it's just a few core ideas. So let's go ahead and get into it. Common mistake number 1 typically tends to be just shitty form. If you guys haven't learned the bench press form, it's super easy. Just hop on any YouTube video and watch Jeff Nippard's YouTube video on bench press. It's super short and it'll show you exactly what you need to do. I can kind of demonstrate it, but it's hard to demonstrate it while not being in a gym. But pretty much you want to grab the bar at about a width a little bit wider than your shoulders, but not super wide. If you take the knurling on the bar and you kind of grab it right here where the knurling starts in the crux of your thumb and your pointer finger, that's a good place to start for most people. When you bench press, you don't want to have it super high to where you're bench pressed by your neck. You want to be at the sternum of your chest. So you don't actually want to hit your chest directly right here. You want it even lower, kind of down here. That way your elbows aren't flared out like this, but they're more tucked in like a chicken. That's kind of the area where you want the bar to hit your chest. But like I said, watch the Jeff Nippard video. He'll explain it much better. Mistake number 2 is an actual lack of progressive overload. So if you're a natural lifter and you actually want to grow, progressive overload is absolutely essential, and it's something you got to implement if you actually want to grow. So there's 5 different ways you can do that. Number 1, you can increase the reps. Number 2, you can increase the weights. Number 3, you can increase the sets. Number 4 is you can decrease the rest period between sets. And number 5 is that you can improve your technique and improve your form. Focus on any of those 5 or multiple at a time, and I promise you'll start seeing way better results. Number 3 is that you're not training your supporting muscles. So yes, primarily, if you want your bench press to grow, you just mainly got to bench press. But there's some other muscle groups that you can also hit if you want to improve your numbers on the bench as well too. Some things I would suggest are training your triceps, as well as training your legs. Believe it or not, but there's a lot of leg drive that's involved when doing bench press. I can kind of explain you through it. So when you're bench pressing, if you're new to this and you don't really, you're not super familiar with bench pressing, it's not just all chest and triceps. There's a lot of leg drive. There's a lot of core bracing as well too. How it works is you take both of your feet and you stomp them into the ground, and you want to push off your legs just as much as you're pushing off your chest and off your triceps as well too. So get strong legs, and strong legs are going to help your bench press. The other thing I said was to train your triceps. So I would say do a lot of overhead tricep work and a lot of push down work as well too, and that's going to help build up your strength in your triceps. An exercise that variation that you can include other than bench press is dips. If you get really strong at dips, your bench press should go up as well too. And some other things you can train that I wouldn't prioritize, but I'd consider them, is training your incline and your decline bench as well also, and that should help with your overall bench press numbers. The next and final thing I want to talk about is recovery. Yes, it makes sense if you want to improve your bench press numbers, you bench press as often as you can, but you want to make sure that every time you go in for a bench press session, you're going in fully recovered and fully refreshed. That way you can train as hard and as efficient as possible. So typically what it looks like for natural lifters, the strength or industry standard tends to be a 48-hour break in between training sessions for any muscle group if you trained it pretty hard. Now, if you're just trying to get your bench press numbers up and you're not worried about hypertrophy for your aesthetics, a secret tip that not a lot of people know about is if you want your bench press to go up, just train bench press every single day. But when I say this, what I don't want you to do is do 4 or 5 sets, do a full-on bench press workout. What you can do instead is do one max effort set, maybe 2 max effort sets on bench press. And what that's going to do is it's going to stimulate your chest to grow as well as challenge your muscles to grow, but you're not going to be so tired and have a full-on workout to the point that you can't hit bench press again the next day. I would even say just do one set, do a good warm-up, hit the bar 50 times in a row, and then do one solid working set or 2 solid working sets of bench press. Do that every single day and your numbers are going to start to go up. Next thing I would say, aside from progressive overload, is to have like an actual strength program around building strength. Um, Typically, what I recommend to my clients and what I implement as well, if I'm trying to just have my numbers go up, is I typically just train 5x5. So I'll do 5 sets of 5 on the bench press, 5 sets of 5 on the squat, 5 sets of 5 on the deadlift, and that's an easy way to get your numbers to go up. But guys, I would say implement any of these tactics, try them out, give them a shot, and your numbers should go up. One thing I forgot to mention is, of course, like if you're trying to have your bench press go up, you need to get stronger. And in order to get stronger, you got to get your calories in. So don't forget that you got to eat as well too. So get your calories and your protein in every single day, and this would help with you getting stronger as well too. But that's it, guys. Don't want this video to be too long. I'm Cyrese. Hopefully you guys learned something. If you guys got any questions, just hit me up in the DMs on Instagram. I'll drop my IG in the description below. Just DM me the word natty. You can ask me for any type of question you may have. Another cool thing is I have a school community, completely private, exclusive access. It's full of guys like yourself, full of guys like me. We're all just skinny, natty guys trying to build drug-free muscle with just 2 workouts per week. Everyone is under 30 years old, so if that sounds like you, feel free to check it out for free. I'll drop the link for that in the description below as well too. That's it. Peace out. See you guys in the next video.